Today is day 2 of Masters Shanghai and we have 2 matches today, Gen.G vs Leviatán and Team Heretics vs Dragon Ranger Gaming. Up first is Gen.G vs Leviatán, easily the most hyped up of the first round matchups. Gen.G were the slight favourites going into this one, but either way this is going to be a battle of the titans between Texture and Aspas. The maps for this series are Icebox for Leviatán, Lotus for Gen.G, and then Breeze as the decider. Looking at the agents for Icebox, Leviatán running the Swamp comp with Harbor and Viper, meanwhile Gen.G have something a little more modern with the Gecko and KO. Here are some of the highlights from Icebox.
Texture comes bouncing his way up in the kitchen, he's not ready for it. Minor readjustment, finds the headshot, locking out. One to try to challenge, but Aspas up on top of Yellow. He's able to find another one. Meteor going to be taken down, the Dizzy going to be cleared out. Full flash does connect there on a Mazzino. He manages to tuck back long enough, but look at these shots coming in now. Locky with 2, Karen with another. 2 players left standing as Karen tries to keep them in this round.
Standing ahead.
Calm and a 1v2 clutch with HP bars low on the opposite sides. We've seen this man pull off magic before. The shock dart works a treat. And now suddenly the 1v1 is held to half. He jiggle peeks out. He knows that he's not on it and he's just going to take him down through the corner. Aspas magic. There's a second reckoning now in play. The dash back. Texture just having to play elusively as that dart does connect. He manages to pull all the way out the safety. As up over the top, Aspas wants his pound of flesh and he has it. Karan going to be taken down. Got the headshot and now the positions here on this defense are absolutely nasty. Dizzy Blind will come through, but it doesn't matter as Aspas mows down another. 3 for him, Meteor, the last one standing, and Aspas will claim it as well. I'll know that Tex is going to be playing not too far away from it. Forced him out. Tex now starting to work his way over towards B to join him with the rest of the squad, but in the meantime, the plan is now coming through. Push back, Munchkin able to find one. Aspas forced under the volley, and Karan gets a 2 for 1 with the Sheriff. How do they keep doing this? Tex now, last man standing, and Texture whipping on the shots, but it doesn't matter. So much damage dealt, and somehow it is a flawless Thrifty. Aspas has just been very much looking to affirm that he is the superior. Flashes now starting to come through, and they are just met with an immense amount of death. Texture going to be taken down. A blink and you miss it round. Lev completely ready to intercept this push. Lurk now taken care of. And for Leviatán, you know that everybody is just going to be pushing forward here. Straight up through main, throws past Yellow. Cloudburst thrown down. Texture looking to take some deep positioning here. Over by Snowman. Karen Snappy with that headshot. Snappy with a second. Takes out King as well. Swing onto the corner. Mazzino will go ahead. Bring that to a conclusion. They're taking him down, but now we've got the no command. The Thrash coming through to try to buy some space. Check out around. Make sure no one is close to this spike. But here comes the lurk from Calm. Munchkin seemingly aware of this, wary of it. But can he win out the fight? Has that Guardian in hand. Wall now coming through. The setup there from Mazzino, and now with that fragment coming in, Calm aware that there's going to be somebody at back Yellow, and he's going on the hunt, and Munchkin is not ready for this whatsoever. He gets taken down. Little minor spray coming through with the recon, able to find the pings. They hold it up the half. The counter spray back in. Tex takes out Lakia. Texture able to take them off of the spike defusal, and now the time, it is dwindled down, and they cannot escape.
Towards mid. Texture and Meteor, but oh my god.
Just trying to rush out of garage, and Aspas is having none of it. Spots the head of another, but cannot find the shot. But already damage dealt further. Found Tex, guns down 2, push under tube. He thinks not. The jiggle peek out, the knives now pulled. Aspas wanting to put a finish to this. They still have a lockdown, they have everything, and it's just gonna be a blind shot through the wall. Because I can see your traces, I can see through you.
Unreal.
And does he find the final? Karan now ushered out towards Calm, towards Tex, and it will be Tex to go ahead and clean it up.
Leviatán pretty comfortably take their map pick of Icebox 13-7. Aspas clearly won the duelist battle here, but it wasn't like he hard carried or anything. Tex notably had a pretty good map here, but the whole team was playing well. Heading on over to Gen.G's map pick of Lotus now for map 2, and both teams are running the same comp. Here are some of the highlights from Lotus.
Turret to try to play contact, but the alarm bot is set up on B. They spot out that nano swarm, paranoia across. Now Gen.G going to be realizing that they're very much entrenched here on this C site, and retaking it can prove to be very damn difficult.
A lot of teams will go for that B hit on their bonus. But oh, Lakia with the spam!
Manages to just come away with that one. So Mazzino on the floor, that does stop the spike from going down, but King in a very forward position, comes up with 2. Munchkin and Lakia both falling. Tex now looking for a little bit more as that spike plant comes in. Haunt out. Texture still looking to arrive. Tex just using that high penetration of the Guardian. Takes down Count on it, and now it's a 2v3 as Lev looking to try to convert the bonus. Texture inching forward, able to find one. Sends out the satchel. Looks for the third, and he's got it. Just trying to get himself over in towards the site now. Starts up that Odin spray, but multiple players playing over towards the door. Nightfall now coming across. That's going to catch on to everyone. TV across the map, just trying to throw it in, but the headshot from Tex is absolutely gorgeous. Takes down Lakia. Ospaz, he's just running forward. He's the one who doesn't have audio, but Gen.G is still getting caught off guard. Rocket from Texture, however, able to put down Calm. 2 kills from Charon as he looks for a third. Swings in. Charon continuing to be an absolute demon. Texture holding the opposite side. This triple push is coming through. Texture now in danger of being crunched, but looks like the first one always just got the Guardian. He's unable to find the headshots instantly, so he ends up falling down. Lockdown now out of the equation. Pit can still be in play though as that spike gets planted here on A. Pitchell's coming through the pit. Now invested. Spike crossed on Mazzino, falling one by one, getting picked off. Ospas and Calm, King, the Heroics resting on their shoulders. The turret alerts, they know that one's going to be playing over towards that B connector. Ospas looking to reroute, pushes his way up through upper. Munchkin tucking away inside of the pit, gets the jump, gets the timing, and Calm's going to be taken down. Now 2 players left. Getting ready to arrive towards rope here is Ospas, but there's so much work for him to do. Looking for the target, but the spike is just not planted for him. He'll only be able to find a singular kill as Karen will fall. Meteor will take him down.
The bonus does indeed go the way of Gen.G, up to 10-5 now.
On for Haunt. Sure, again, just consistently being spotted as Karen with a quick peek out. Paint shell's now going to be lobbed in. Showstopper as well. Sends it back box. Somehow only comes away with one, but the paint shell explodes, and Texture finds the third. And just like that, the crunch dealt with. Going on the deep lurk. Nightfall going across.
Oh, they have no idea.
They managed to dodge out on that one. No, never mind. Kill still going to be found. Ospas taken down, and now Calm's attention pulled in so many different directions. Has his Odin in hand, but he's not sure where it's all going to be coming from. King does manage to find one, but there, Munchkin makes his presence known once more. 3K for him. King and Tex, the 2 players left, but it's just so many obstacles in their way. The pit now invested.
It's going to take a miracle.
Double push downstairs, trying to avoid the pit as much as possible, just playing along the outskirts of this one, but Lakia waiting, Shorty even in hand. That could be costly for them if they went rushing forward, but ultimately they're swinging around the back, but this is costing them so much time. A weapon pickup, but now everything heard. Tap onto the door. They are so wary about this deep lurk coming through from behind, and they just don't have the time for it. First kill is found, but this is already done and dusted. King will try to put up another couple of kills, but he cannot make it happen.
It was close early on, but Gen.G ended up running away with Lotus 13-5. This time it was Texture who stepped up. Almost 400 ACS and 26 kills here, he was a force to be reckoned with. Finally we come to Breeze as the decider for this series. Leviatán is sticking to the classic meta for this map, while Gen.G are running a Yoru and Astra. Here are some of the highlights from Breeze.
Play. Cam going to be set up. Zeno working his way around here towards tunnel. Osmos now reinforcing as the plant. Looking to be stuck. Does so, but Tex! 1-2 punch! Knocks him out! Scoops up the weapon, now a Vandal in hand. He doesn't even take that much damage for it. Osmos now with a deep line. That jiggle peek Tex should have noted. Ahead there of Lakia. Does manage to go ahead and find a kill. Calm going to be taken down now.
Enemy mark.
And drone forward, gets the tag onto one. Count on with a very deep late lurk. Does find the headshot, picks off King. Adds a little bit more chaos into the mix here, but then they try to deal with it. Munchkin with that Guardian. Always a deadly foe. Puts a shot here into Mazzino, swings out, challenges for the fight. Ospas able to find one, but the shock darts are lobbing through, and Karen on that hard right flank does take him down. Maybe Gen.G can get this plant coming through, but jump peek. Mazzino revealing his position, but Karen, there's still a lot more that he has to try to investigate here, but now there's just 10 seconds remaining. Meteor, he needs this escort forward. Attention has been drawn, but they have to go for the plant now. They still suspect somebody over towards A main. Meteor tucked away just alongside the pyramid. Tries to get the plant down, swing out, King finding one. Meteor trying to back away. Does manage to break line of sight in time, but now it's just he and Munchkin who's still a world away to try to clutch this one out. Meteor finding one. Has the dimensional drift. If he decides to pull the trigger on that, Munchkin does manage to get the catch. Calm now going to be taken down as we have ring around the rosy here, the pyramids. Ospas makes his way over towards the site. I don't think he saw him. Certainly didn't see King in that moment. Ospas up into the air, tries to get himself up on top of the pyramid to get better. a better vantage point. He ends up getting sniped out. Munchkin finds it. Meteor gets king, and somehow, some way, Gen.G convert this round into a win. Does he just see? Talks. Ooh, well now he's in a much riskier position as the neural theft does come through. Locky as well, forced off his position. Helen though, snappy on the comment. Have to see that one back.
Need that back.
Just absolutely destroys him there. Now Tech spotted, noted around the back of Pillar. He's in a rough position here, trying to do-si-do against all of Gen.G. Finds the first one, finds the second. Tech's again, looking good, now reinforced as Mazzino arrives. Meteor taken down, it's all on Lakia. Spike never got planted. He's got full util, but being able to utilize it here, being able to isolate these fights, it's just not possible. It's going to be the Dimensional Drift now coming through. Lakia still off that Hunter's Fury, so not going to be seeing that combo together. It's just going to be a scouting mission here for Meteor, who's widely not seeing too much of anything but Ospas. Oh, he is seeing Munchkin. Takes him down, pop flash out. Meteor lurking over here towards those double doors. Counter swing getting ready to come through. They're trying to get the catch here. Pop flashes out, catches two people, finds one through the smoke, tries to tuck back, but Ospas has been to pursue. Finds that kill, but now Karon swinging out of elbow, finds one. Lakia! Takes out Mazzino, takes out Calm. The drone gonna be cleared out. Swings out, Ospas gets the headshot. And now it is he versus Karon. The spike is still here. Lakia in control of it.
Oh my goodness, Ospas. You absolute madman swaps over to the Vandal. Just gonna be able to try to hold this spike under his view. And Karon has a lot of time to work with Achilleos.
He does, but it's Karon, the Royal Roader, coming into kickoff, joining Tier 1 for the first time, going up against a world champion, somebody who has been on so many international stages.
30 seconds left.
Now head-to-head in a very important 1v1. Ospas checking around backside. Nothing noted. Karon continuing to inch forward. Every angle needing to be checked, but the time now starting to work against him. 16 seconds remaining. Ospas starts pushing forward. Spike in hand. A quick check around the
10
back.
seconds
They're
left.
just dancing around each other. The Nebula coming through. The plant being held. Ospas slow, creeping
Spike
forward,
planted.
allows it to go off. He's expecting it, but Karon comes out on top!
Haven't given much over. It looks like Calm thinking about throwing out some of that util. Gonna use the drone to do a little bit of scouting.
Grab well just to try to slow up. Texture playing anti-flash
What
now, tries to
is
move
he
up
doing?
into the Nebula, and oh my god, he's just gifted him a kill. King able to take it down, full flash connecting here onto Karon as now the ping's coming across. Identifying two players here at back pyramid. Still though, not into the site, now the spike. Stranded, the scope in, and Lakia just clipping the head of Calm. Now the 50-50 set up. Saying good luck, trying to
pinged
break your
us.
way through here, and Lakia, yep, pinging down, expecting that push
30
coming through a
seconds
bridge.
left.
Still watching for it. Knows that it has his teammates
Oh!
covering, but oh, turns away for a brief little moment there, and now this might have cost him dearly. Lakia, however, still finds King, looks for a little bit more, can't quite get it there. Ospas staying alive.
Last
Karon now
player
getting pinch
standing.
text, finding the elimination. Munchkin spraying away wildly with that Spectre, but Ospas will be able to get the final shot to steamroll their way through.
Meteor.
Meteor tucked out, and Tech's gonna get caught unawares. Now the Dimensional Drift coming through as Meteor will be moving in behind them, trying to scout things out. Hunter's Fury gonna be drawn through, looking to try to find some kind of opening tag, but Meteor now gets out of the gate crash. Gets out of the Dimensional Drift, finds the kill. Calm gonna be taken down. Karon here, mid pyramids, only able to find one. Lakia, however, finding the other. Now it is all on Ospas. The one before, clutch to try to make it happen, but he won't be given the opportunity.
Gen.G pulled through on Lotus and closed out the series 13-7. What's really noteworthy here is that despite Aspas finding the first kill on 8 separate occasions, Gen.G was still able to win a lot of those rounds despite that number disadvantage. For the series as a whole, I'd say Karon was the MVP. He had a quiet map 1, but stepped up for the other 2. Our second series of the day is between Team Heretics and Dragon Ranger Gaming. People didn't really have high expectations for DRG, as they are the 3rd seed from China, so they definitely weren't favoured to win this match. Despite that, Team Heretics have had to shuffle around their roster a bit recently due to their main duelist player taking a break, and it'll be interesting to see how they go. The maps for this series are Icebox for DRG, Sunset for Team Heretics, and then Split as the decider. Looking at the agents for Icebox, Heretics are running a KO and DRG have a Harbor. Here are some of the highlights from Icebox.
Oh, Wood is so aggressive here. What a shot. Onto Nick. Another one. Delivering under the pressure. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the third. But Patty Tech's the one who drops Luke. Oh man, Wu right now is looking so good, but Bukashu has an answer back.
He's able to get both. Bukashu, he's gonna have to 4K to win the round with Boo on the other side. 7 bullets to his name, both players healthy. Armor aplenty, spike out of reach though. And time just to cause misdirection, just to introduce doubt. Where in the world could he be? Bukashu certainly not trying to conceal it! And he snaps onto Boo! He might have some silly buys at time, but the dude can shoot.
Oh!
Well, it seems like Wu might be able to do a bit of the same.
On the opposite side, we do have Boo here, who is just maintaining this control, trying to jump spot, and he will get the info.
As soon as he sees that, the orbs go up. The thing is, they're making plenty of noise on both sides. The drone's out towards A, and that should be enough to confirm that's where the hit is headed.
All right, this kid is unreal. He didn't even see him.
Wu massing up it, Wu stepping up in a massive way for Heretics this round. And the truth is, he was massive for him in the previous round too. The 2-3 kills he got with the op,
Yeah.
he did his job. He got his.
Everyone is firing at full effect. That's a good entry for Luke. This might be a good start for DRG.
He's got to be the spark for this team.
Yeah.
They've got the Reckoning, and they've got enough of B to at least feel confident in leaning towards it. So Cobra provides some cover, but it's instantly spammed out. They're not able to get the spike down.
All of Heretics are already here to fight this as well. So yeah, they cannot get that spike down. They need to play aggressive here, and that's why you see the aggressive harbor all.
Luke continuing to push the pace. Gen.G will fall, and so do the rest of Heretics.
Spike planted.
They managed to brute force their way into this. A snap from Woot is clean.
This guy is robotic.
He still has way too much to do here. TZH, 5 HP. Xion 7, not much better off, but he has no idea where they are. Never mind, that looked like he knew. And in case it wasn't before, that's gonna open things up. Yeah, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's such a clean exec. The dart over the top of the jet flash. He
wait, the
dashes
gap.
into it, but Nick slips behind enemy lines. Just when it seemed like it was gonna be effortless, a little drama is introduced into the round, and it's far from done.
The timing.
It's a must-win round. They've got to pull it off, and it seems like DRG very well just may. Off the back of a 4K from the Sova. It's just so comfortable for them right now. My concern, though, is that they may have missed the timing window. They delayed just a little bit, and now DRG have been able to rotate back and stack onto this site. With Xion 7 playing back, you're able to get 2, but it all falls onto TZH to keep this map alive, and he's going to be late to the party.
And the res comes out as well. Not only that, but the Killjoy lockdown. Why not?
You should run.
There it is.
There's only one spot that TZH can play right now.
Toxins going up.
And a drone still? I mean, so much utility for Heretics. Oh, poor TZH.
Team Heretics were far too good on Icebox and took the map 13-5. Patatek was a standout, and Root looked great too in his first international match, but everyone on the team honestly looked good here. Next up is Sunset. Here are the team comps. DRG have a Gecko, while Team Heretics have a Sova. Here are some of the highlights from Sunset.
You've also got Benji Fish, who's going to be controlling the middle of the map late into the round to attempt to cut off the rotations. A Paranoia comes out from elbow. Benji Fish falls, but they're going to get the site and they're going to get the spike down to 4v2 for the rest of the round. Nick and TZH with so much to do. Plenty of time to do it though, but they have to play their cards just right. No room for error. Paranoia creating some space. But if they're going to strike, they kind of have to do so soon. TZH getting the best of re-ends. Gets him a little bit closer to equal footing.
The problem is Nick is so far away. Oh, that's a nice opening though.
TZH going to do it on his own, is he?
Time's running low. It's all up to Patatek. He has one flash.
He's been good for the team so far, but TZH, he was a monster.
Does he have
it's
it?
not going to be enough. He did so much to get them there. He's got 20 HP, has to satchel out.
Oh, another entry. What a nade.
I mean, this is, again, borderline perfect. They're just so precise and so exact.
Oh,
on
nice
how they're
shot.
taking these sites. It's a great shot out from Nick, but how much more can they do? Nick gets another. The swing out from Patty overwhelms him. And once again, it's numbers the way of the attack. They'd want to scale up and take this fight, which is dangerous. Remember, TZH had a massive round previously. Only one with the rifle.
He isolated the site.
Planted.
Yeah, but they've got a brutal crossfire. He has to get
All
the
the
one
time.
as best as he can, and he's going to get it. Can he pull it off this time? Yes, he can!
They're assuming that DRG is going to rotate towards the A side of the map, but they're missing their window of opportunity like that icebox round. But what was that?
Another clean flick out from Patty.
30 seconds.
Paranoia is traded, and that Cypher ult's going to get so much info. They've got to overwhelm, and they've managed to do so. Nick, again, an opportunity to be hero, but Woot drops him. If they're able to pull this off, all of the momentum that they had very well could be gone. Xion with so much to do, a 1v3, but it's just an op in the hands of the duelist.
Last player standing.
Will the Sheriffs fall to a whimper at the feet of Xion 7? No. They're just so comfortable giving up this space. But this time the Paranoid did not connect.
Spike
However,
down mid.
Benji Fishy and Woot still do.
This kid.
Oh,
This kid!
My goodness. Woot is just on one.
I mean, we got to get a one-tap counter at this point because this kid has done like 7 of them in this game.
They just make it look so easy. 4 on the round, the handshake is back.
Time.
There's not much.
There's no time. This showstopper's gonna get value like crazy.
Woot holds the line.
They can't
10
win.
seconds
There's gonna be
left.
no time.
They're all here. The spam, the knife.
They can't do anything. And
This is. Yeah, go on.
this is what happens when you just 5-man group up and you don't have a spread default on the map. Thrash will be invested, but not a lot of utility to follow up or
Xion
bodies
7
to follow up.
Xion 7 tag 2, but it's not gonna matter. That's a big molly out from Nick though. Bukashu and Nick, with spike in hand, have managed to find safe crossing.
But again, they're just enclosed onto the site.
Yeah.
If they peek this left side, they're
But
gonna get rolled.
At least they have the spike here. Well, at least they had the spike here.
Sunset also went the way of Team Heretics 13-5. Woot was absolutely unstoppable here. I mean, the numbers really speak for themselves. 27 kills, 10 of those being first bloods, and over 400 ACS. Pretty easily the MVP of this series as well. And again, he only just turned old enough to even play this level, and it's his first match on the international stage. Now we did also get the live draw for the upcoming matches for Shanghai. So for the 1-0 teams, it's going to be G2 vs Team Heretics and FPX vs Gen.G. The winner of both those games will advance to playoffs. Then for the 0-1 teams, we have LEV vs T1 and then DRG vs Foot. So the loser of both those games will be eliminated. I'm not home for some of the games tomorrow, so there's a chance my recap will be a little bit late. I'll definitely still make it though. Yeah, but it's not as fast as usual. That's why it's still coming. Might just be a bit late.